a new album. A couple of GA weekend passes for the Inkcarceration Music and Tattoo Festival. Crown jewel, as far as I'm concerned, in your Midwest festivals. Out at the Ohio State Reformatory, it's July 14, 15, and 16. You'll also get a holiday-themed Inkcarceration Festival shirt. Early bird passes, grab your camping spots if you're going to camp out, hotel packages, all that, parking, all on sale for only $10 down. They will announce the full lineup early 2023. Inkcarceration.com for all the details. I got a pair of general admission weekend passes for you. Who cares what the lineup is? It's always awesome. It's always a blast. Okay, 2 for Incarceration for you. Call 10-216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
Listening to the show doesn't make you a bad person. That thing in the foot locker at the end of your bed, that makes you a bad person.
MMS.
22 will only have 3 more people. Has there been a lot of angling among the potentials in the video department? A lot of angling to do the last live show on Thursday?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's the biggest show of the year, so people are just pumped.
Right.
I got so many submissions, but there can be only one.
Yeah. Well, as there is only one Chortle Fickwiki, so there will be only one person on Thursday.
Not if you live in Glasgow.
Glasgow! Cavaliers win on Saturday night. They lost on Friday, a little bit of back and forth, but they beat Oklahoma City 110-102 on Saturday night. And they'll play again tonight. They are down in San Antonio, spending the week in Texas. They'll visit the Mavericks on Wednesday. 8:30 tonight. 8 o'clock, Cavs Live pregame here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. So plenty of Cavs basketball still to be played as we inch ever closer. We're very close to the end of the regular season on April the 9th. It seems like a long way off. I'm telling you it's not. You're going to look around on April 10th and go, oh, what the hell happened? What happened to my Cavaliers regular season basketball? And there will be no one around to answer your question, but you'll cast your mind back to December the 12th when I told you it was right around the corner. At least that's what I envision. All this talk, by the way, about the Brittany Griner trade for an arms dealer named Victor Boot. And you got to strike while the iron's hot, which is why Joe Exotic is back in the news. I don't think he understands how these trades work. A lot of people don't seem to understand how these trades work. People think that whoever's in charge at the time, whoever the president is, has a choice. You know, people are mad about this guy, Paul Whelan, still over there. But the Russians go, we'll give you this person or we'll give you nothing. That's essentially what these trades come down to. And so it comes down to whether you want to do it or don't want to do it. You don't look across the sea of Americans who are imprisoned in Russia and say, all right, we'll have that guy and that. They basically go, we want that guy, give us this person or nothing. I don't even think Paul Whelan was on the table. And he's been passed over by past administrations. But Joe Exotic, who's in prison for murder, anytime there's somebody... In America, that's right. Again, he wants Biden to free him like Brittany Griner. And so I would propose that we make it more analogous. I think we should ship Joe Exotic to Russia. Let's give him what he wants. He wants to be freed from where he's incarcerated now. I think we should do that. I think we should trade Joe Exotic for somebody who is imprisoned in Russia.
Yeah, he can take his place. He can be the proxy.
He wants to be released from an American prison. We should do that. Don't say anything about him going into another prison. But anytime there's somebody high profile in the news, Joe Exotic always gets in there. When Biden first became president, he said, hey, man, I'm out here. Trump didn't do anything for me. This guy rented a limo. He was so sure that Trump was going to give him an 11th hour pardon as if he was even on Trump's radar. He didn't do anything for Trump, so Trump wants nothing to do with him. Got nothing to offer him. But I guess he's taken another swing. He's got nothing but time. So why not?
How long is he in for?
21 years, I believe.
Yeah, he's got a long sentence, so yeah.
Yep, he's at a federal prison in Atlanta, and he was convicted of hiring a hitman to kill that bitch Carol Baskin, along with some animal crimes. So, yeah, he's serving a 21-year sentence. Seems unlikely he'll do the full stretch, but still, every time there's an opportunity for him to plead his case, he does it.
Is he in like a special ward for LGBTQ people?
No idea. No clue.
Do they have that?
I feel like you have to have that, though, because if you're like at risk, he seems like someone that would be.
Well, everyone in prison is at risk of being sodomized, if that's what you're alluding to.
But especially LGBTQ people.
Okay. Well,
Well,
I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's something I can research.
He said the Brittany Griner Trevor Reed prisoner swap, that's not who they, well, was a slap in every American's face that is wrongfully detained in the American federal prison system, including myself.
But he wasn't wrongfully detained. He went through
Convicted
the whole process.
of a capital crime.
Yeah.
And also, if he's that concerned about it, you don't see him offering up his spot in a trade to another wrongfully detained American. It's just him.
Something about him seems pretty selfish.
Little sketchy there, that Joe Exotic, Joseph Maldonado Passage. Yeah, so listen, there's nothing wrong with pleading your case. Again, Joe Exotic is a guy who was not on anyone's radar before the Netflix thing, and as soon as that went off the air, he was not on anyone's radar. He said it's time Joe Exotic gets to go home for Christmas to be home with his boyfriend and son for the first time in 5 Christmases, which, not coincidentally, the forthcoming sequel from Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. He vented on Instagram. Are they on Instagram in prison, or does he send messages and somebody posts for him?
They probably have some type of secret phone that you can use.
A secret phone to post on Instagram.
It's like contraband, but they from the locked up movies that
You think he's got an Instagram phone hiding up there?
I don't think he does. I think the inmates probably have like a secret phone that all of them use to communicate after hours.
Yo, man, you need to post?
Something.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone.
He vented on Instagram about how unhappy he is with his current living arrangement. See, I guess the thing behind Joe Exotic is he believes that he was railroaded. He believes that he was wrongfully detained, charged, and imprisoned. So in his mind, he shouldn't even be in there. He said, I've officially landed at the bottom of hell, which who even knew? Who even knew there was a bottom of a made-up place at a federal prison in Atlanta? The animals at the Atlanta Zoo are living better than your loved ones in here, I promise, he says. So if nothing else, I don't know that he's become an advocate for prison reform, but he's certainly become an advocate for Joe Exotic getting out of prison, which any person would be. If you have all day long and you have access to, you know how many inmates basically get law degrees while they're in prison because if they take the time to do it, all they have time to do is read. Joe Exotic, I don't know what he's doing on the inside, but it's not like he's citing case law in these. He's just like, hey, I'm still out here. Hey, remember me from the TV? You get me out of here. I don't belong in here. What do they say? Prison's full of innocent men, right? Oh, I didn't do anything. I shouldn't even be in here.
I like Shawshank. What happened? Lawyer screwed me.
Lawyer screwed me. I went to go have a whiz in the break, in the men's.
Did you touch the wet paint?
What's that?
Did you?
No, but I'll tell you what. So their crew paint our long hallway. We have to take a long hallway between our suite and the restrooms in this building, still first floor, but down a long hallway and around a couple of corners to get to them. And they had a painting crew in here, and it looks like today they primarily did the baseboards. They kind of white paint on the baseboards there. But the hallway now has this, because there's a restaurant right outside there too. And so the hallway is an olfactory gauntlet now that you have to walk.
Of Creole and paint.
Not even that.
Yeah.
It smells like that bleachy kind of spooge smell that's mixed with paint. So it's like somebody kind of repainted a porno theater or something out there, and it's a lot of fun. But somebody posted a video of how much toilet water sprays in the air when you flush a toilet. And, of course, it's disgusting. They did one of those, I don't know if it was, what did they call it? Well, the heat, I can't think of the word, but, well, they did an aerosol visualization. You want me to show you this?
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you this here on the
I feel
live
like they
stream.
did this once on
Mythbusters or something?
Mythbusters, yeah, because it was, they're trying to figure out how much poo you're getting on your toothbrush. When
There you go.
flush.
Or your phone or whatever else you've got. If you're watching this, what comes up when you flush is... So it's all coming up pretty high. What I've noticed the last couple of times, there's one stall in the men's here where I never use it because I thought there was a leak because the floor is always wet.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what it is? The flush is so powerful that the water comes
splashing?
out of the bowl.
Oh,
It does the swirl, like a hurricane,
And with the people dropping
and it
gnarly-
comes up out when it flushes so hard that it swirls around and comes up and out of the bowl
that's really gross.
like
has to,
you're
man.
somebody on a water slide who you see the
Yeah.
videos where somebody goes over the lip.
Yeah, it's the spray.
It's the spray. So just something to watch out for. Alan, there is no special jail section for LGBTQ. Yeah, I never got the vibe that they were all that concerned with that portion of the community when it comes to incarceration.
Oh, that spray's really grossing me out.
It's really gross.
It's really gross.
Poundcake should have broken Brittany Griner out with one of his 3-car wide ditches.
That was reserved for Michael Jackson.
Why him?
Because he's a stranger in Moscow.
What was the ditch plan again? How did
3
that-
cars wide, 3 cars deep. And
but-
he was gonna
But
hide.
what was he gonna do?
Well,
Hell, I don't remember.
I don't either. He was going to hide in it. Why it need to be that big, I don't know. He was going to hide in it if memory is, I can piece this together.
I think
And
it
then he was
just like
going
a
to,
trench.
and it was a trench. And then he was going to hide in it. And then the thought was he was going to break Michael Jackson out of Red Square or something. And then when they chased him, they would all fall in the
I don't even
trench
think it
like a
was that
moat.
clever.
Or, oh,
I don't even think it was that clever. I think it was just he was gonna dig a big trench, and that was it. That was gonna help somehow.
What's this guy doing? He's just digging a hole. He's just something about breaking Michael Jackson out.
3 cars wide,
Yeah.
3 cars deep.
And I don't think he understood how big that is and how long it would take to dig that. Because are you using tractors or do you have equipment for this? Or are you doing it by hand? That's gonna take months.
Yeah, I don't know if I can just get a tractor into Russia, so it'll probably just like a shovel or something.
I'm not sure if I can smuggle a tractor into Russia. And then once I do, because this plan, it occupies an interesting space in that it's so ridiculous and yet requires so much planning. So he would have to learn how to operate a tractor. He'd have to practice, and those are not easy to operate, I think. You'd have to learn to operate the tractor. You'd have to find someone to smuggle the tractor in. And this is like a big digger, right? Like a big bobcat or something. There's a lot going on there. Alan, our toilets at work spray your water so far it'll hit the stall door.
Oh.
I have to hurry up and pull up my pants and try to hide in the corner while it automatic flushes. Hide in the corner. You're not supposed to come. What if you don't make it in time? You walk out of there wet?
Sounds like it.
Jesus. You hit up the building and you go, hey, man, let's turn down the pressure. I mean, that ain't my job, but it's somebody's job. I'm just coming in here to relieve myself, not get wet socks. Alan, cars were going to drive into the pit, and it would cause a commotion and distract from the guarding of the prison that Michael Jackson was in. I love that the audience remembers these details because I don't.
Wait, what did he say again?
He said that the plan was that cars were going to drive into the pit, and it would cause a commotion and distract from the guarding of the prison that Michael Jackson was in. And then I guess, ostensibly, you would pull a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible type rescue.
Break him out.
Break out Michael Jackson.
I don't remember that at all. At all. I didn't.
Well, fortunately, this person does.
I, for some reason, thought it was going to be a moat.
Well,
like
I think
a
we were.
trench or a
Yeah, I
moat
think we
or-
were making fun of it for very much resembling a moat.
3 cars wide, 3 cars deep.
I mean, a moat would go all the way around a building. And it
Also,
was-
the unit of measure as cars.
Depth.
Yeah. Now, listen, one of these Poundcake ideas, you know, like they stole his name for the plow?
Yeah.
Plow Chicka Wow Plow or whatever?
Still salty about that.
Yep. Bill Squire, Chris McQuanzica on December the 16th at the Agora.
Control, Salt, Delete. Ooh,
Control Salt Delete is good too, but yours was good and somebody took it.
He
You gave it away.
a little bit. He like is too close to be like to not be a trademark. So it wasn't mine exactly, but I could have sued had I trademarked it.
All right, well, you could be right.
Well, save up a bunch of ideas for next year. We're going to get you on there.
Yes. All right, I got to take a break here. If you want to get a text, 35192, and we'll be back.